Hey all, it's me, your hostess Liberty, and today we're doing something a little different to my usual. Recently, the RPG Maker Game Jam was held, and I'm taking part as one of the judging panel. Yay! We talked about it behind the scenes, and it was agreed that streaming or recording our playthroughs of the various entries was allowed. So, I decided that I will record the various entries that I get to play and judge, and present both a video and general summary of each entry to the developers to enjoy. Now, I will not be talking about any part of the scoring process itself on video, only my reactions to the game and any feedback I may think of during the playtime. This means that there may be cuts here and there that you notice because I started going off track, started yapping a bit longer, and need to cut that part out. Anyway, this is as good a statement of intent as any, so let's jump into the game! Hey guys, welcome back. This is your hostess Liberty, and we're playing today through Death's Door. But first, always dash, always on, as you know. Alright, let's jump right in. December 10, breaking news. Sorry, I have a little bit of a frog in my throat. I've been yapping a lot in the last day from recordings and a very long recording and Pathfinder. So if I'm sounding a little off, that's why. But yeah. December 10, breaking news. Underground idol Irie found dead in apartment. No instance of foul play has been found. Reports have ruled the case as suicide. Investigators have attributed this tragedy to a number of factors, including Irie's recent heartbreak and diminishing popularity. 201, 202, room 203. It would have been easier if he just gave me the number instead of making me solve a puzzle. That's every RPG Maker game ever. Making you solve puzzles instead of just giving you the numbers. Why make me do math just to find the room I'm supposed to clean? Well, okay, Luca. Well, I should just be glad I made it here in one piece. I didn't expect such a small building when I heard the word idol. But I guess it makes sense she couldn't afford a more expensive place. From what I've heard, underground idols don't really earn that much. In any case, it should be an easy gig. Get in, clean up, get out. Same as usual. Never mind. Not too bad. From the way he was begging me to take this gig, I thought it would be way worse. I should let him know that I'll be done soon. I forgot my phone. I should grab that now before I lose it for real this time. Huh? Oh, shit. Not again. Death 1, through Death's Door. Ooh. Time loop. Time will loop each time Luca dies. Any risks or dangers that are resolved will subsequently disappear from the loop. Each resolution will act as another checkpoint where Luca's time will loop from. There's no real guarantee that things will play through the same way again, but I have a feeling that the rules are the same as last time. My priority should be figuring out what's trying to kill me, and then getting rid of it so I can leave. I should start off by taking a look around. Alright. I can use this space to revisit everything I've learnt so far. I should check back in on it from time to time. The stuff I learn will be collected here. I'm still missing some pieces of the puzzle. I should take another look around when I come back and have more information. A microphone. It's completely dust-free. Must be used pretty often. I'd sing a tune, but the only songs I know are from choir. Ugh. Oh, crap. Sharp corners? I slipped and died? Ow, 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 ow. It doesn't hurt. Right, time loop. Newspapers? Not a very safe place to keep them if you want to read them. There's something weird about this whole collection. Oh. No news is good news. Okay, how many deaths can I collect? Really? It's that easy to die? A box to the head, is that really it? If I want to check it again, I should make sure to move the box first. Every time I die, I end up back in front of this mirror. I can't help but feel that there's a reason for it, but I don't have enough information to figure it out yet. I should keep looking around, even if it kills me. Is it just me, or does it look like the cracks are getting darker? I'm probably just imagining it. They say your perspective on life changes when you have a near-death experience. Except in my case. It's a death experience instead of near-death experience. A shoe cabinet. It's neatly organised. Most of them are heels, but there's a few pairs of sneakers below. If I had to guess, the heels average out to about 3.5 inches. There's a box of band-aids tucked away in the corner. She must have had a rough time wearing these all the time. Come to think of it, she did seem like the type to believe beauty is pain. But it was probably because she was an idol that she forced herself to wear these shoes all the time. There's something here. I got a diary piece. Looks like part of a diary entry. The full diary is probably lying around somewhere here. Look at all these boxes. Half of them haven't ever been opened. None of them have her name on them. Instead, these are all addressed to Emile? From what I remember, Irie used her real name on and off stage, so it can't be her. I was also told that she lived alone. So who do these belong to? More boxes. There's a note stuck here. Irie, I'm leaving some boxes here. I'll pick them up next week, I promise this time. Emile. Dated September 23rd. It's already December. How long does it take to pick up your own boxes? There's something here. Looks like part of a diary entry. The full diary is probably lying around somewhere around here. I don't have enough diary pieces to make a full page yet. Okay. I need to be careful. A dusty landline. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. I wonder if it works. There's a few people I could call. Why? Really? I'll check the plug before I pick up the phone this time. Okay, at least I keep my diary pieces. From what it felt like, it was probably an electrical surge that got me. I'll need a surge protector to make sure it doesn't happen again. Maybe I'll find one in the bedroom? I'm still looking. A lot of bottled water. Stay hydrated and healthy, full of electrolytes and vitamins. Sparkling water for a sparkling you. I have to admit, that's pretty catchy. Sports drinks. I've seen these bottles all around the town. If I'm remembering right, they're supposed to be really good for you or something, but they taste really terrible. I can still remember that absolutely disgusting aftertaste. Whoever drinks these needs to get their priorities straight. No more nasty, health-conscious drinks. Who in the world wants a bitter sports drink? They should be crisp and refreshing. Supposedly, it's supposed to help remind you about the fact it's a healthy choice, but why would you even want to drink it in the first place? Oh, there's a small note stuck on the package. From your biggest and most lovable fan. Well, there's a dilemma. Either you're a good idol that accepts the nasty drinks and drinks them, or you trample all over the feelings of your one or two diehard fans by tossing them. Well, the choice for me is pretty easy. Give it to someone who loves bitter things. Aren't I smart? It's an address book. Let's take a look here. Doesn't look like she has a single friend listed in here. Not even an agency. An underground idol working solo. Wonder if this was by choice or if she was just a lonely person. Well, not everyone is as good with solitude as I am. There's something here. Looks like part of a diary entry. Huh, the bear is pretty cute. Or is it a dog? All things considered, Irie does have a pretty cute taste in plush toys. There's a couple around here and there. I wonder if she had a habit of collecting things that she likes. Oh? There's a gift tag still attached. Irie, cute things suit you best. E. Emile, maybe? Maybe she had no choice but to collect them. Seeing how she's left them around, she must have liked them a little, right? There's something here. Some old bills, a lot of them are overdue. Was she in a lot of debt? There's something here. I think I have enough pieces to piece her diary together. Should combine them in my inventory, then go and check the diary again. There we go. It's a page from a diary. I can read the full thing if I find Irie's diary around here. Alright. Well, let's check this box. Better move these boxes out the way. There's a piece of paper under all these boxes. Another diary piece. Let's take a look. Newspaper clippings and advertisements. Latest hot idol Irie makes her debut. Lots of eyes watching in anticipation. What magic will she show next? These are all about herself. Well, you've got to keep an eye on the marketing. Irie dating. Learn more about the idol's secret lover. What it means for the rest of her career. It's just more gossip. Let's take a look. Quick hexes. First curse is 50% off. Haunted? Call an exorcist for hire. Tall, long hair and guaranteed to make any ghost go away. Call B. The number is cut off. Shame. I'd probably call them myself right now. Soul ties. Keep yourself grounded. No body, no problem. Horoscopes for the day. Collect your lucky item and you're sure to never trip over your feet. These must definitely be scams. Okay. This board has hardly been used. It's pretty on track with everything else in this kitchen. It's one of the few areas in here with little to no trash. All aside from the takeout boxes and the trash can. Question is, was it because she couldn't cook or didn't have the time to cook? Well, it could be easily be the former. I know what it's like to be banned from a kitchen. Surprised the knife didn't stab me in the throat or something. Some high quality knives. Uh-oh. One is missing? For obvious reasons, I really don't like the thought of that. It's not too much to hope that the knife was just taken out to get sharpened, right? Who am I kidding? With no one actually using the kitchen, what other reason would there be to be sharpening a knife? An empty sink. To tell the truth, given the state of the rest of this place, I thought it would be full of dishes. Dishwashers are quite powerful things indeed. A little old toaster. There are some crumbs here and there. I guess it's used pretty often. Toasting anything is a quick way to get a delicious snack. I could go for some toast right now, with extra strawberry jam. God, that sounds good actually. What's life without a little sweet treat? Do you think it would be okay if I looked inside? It's definitely not because I'm looking for something to snack on. But if there was something there that suited my taste, well, it's empty. Huh? There is something here. Looks like part of the diary entry. Remember to send your letter. Wonder who's important enough to get a letter reminder posted on the fridge. Okay, I think I've checked everywhere in here. This plant is dying. Droopy leaves, dry soil, that'll do it. May its soul rest in peace. There's a small bottle of pesticide next to it. Looks like she was trying at least. But most people wouldn't keep this much pesticide for just one plant. I have an odd feeling about it. I should keep looking around. Keyboard. I should have kept up with lessons when I was told to. Okay, what have we found so far? Alright, aside from the obvious time loop death trap I'm stuck in, it's clear things are different from how the news is showing it all to be. I'm still missing some pieces of the puzzle. I should take another look around and come back when I have more information. The blood stain by the dining room table seems pretty important. I should take another look at it. The broken cabinet in the corner? Oh. Okay, well the blood stain, let's have a look. Let's get this cleaned up before I slip and fall again. Technically, that's what I was hired to do in the first place. There we go. All clean again. The official report says Irie hung herself. But that doesn't seem likely considering the fact she's probably died after hitting her head on the table. It's a dining set, for one. Looks like it hasn't gotten much use. No wonder it's not like there's a TV or anything nearby. Eating in complete silence? Who does that nowadays? I do. Someone definitely tried to break into this thing. The lock managed to hold. I'm guessing there's a key around here somewhere. More boxes. Looks like these are also addressed to Emil. His name has been showing up pretty often. Some of these have already been cracked open, so let me lean over and, this is kind of creepy. Candles, a knife, a small mirror. Well, the good news is I found the missing knife from the kitchen. The bad news is I don't really like the reason why it went missing. Okay. Books on music theory and composition. They're worn through from cover to cover. There's a small note stuck in the corner. Use this for next single. From Irie to herself, I guess. Did she write her own music? Well, I suppose you have no choice to do so when you're a solo artist. There's some paper stuck under the piano. Oh, it's really stuck in there. I can't get it out, but it looks like some sheet music. Not any song I'm familiar with. Not that I really keep up with what's new. Looks like Irie wrote these herself. But what's it doing all the way down here? There's something here. Alright. Okay. I think we've explored in here. That's a men's coat. I'd know because I bought one recently for... Well, that's off topic. It's out of line with all the other clothing Irie has, so I don't think it belongs to her. Maybe she had a friend over? There's something here. She didn't really have any contacts that she talked to, much less invite over. It could have been Emil. Rising Star Award, category Composition and Songwriting. Looks like she was doing pretty well. The award is pretty recent too. That's right, I heard about it on the news. They're doing some kind of award show for it, since it's the end of the year. Lots of famous people coming to visit the city. The streets have been packed lately. That's a pretty big opportunity to get your name out in front of all the bigwigs. Not that she can go anymore. What a bummer. There's broken glass everywhere. Better be careful to avoid getting cut on it. Come to think of it, every reflective surface I've seen so far is broken. The mirror in the hallway, the mirror here, and the glass on the cabinet. Did Irie hate looking at herself? It wouldn't make sense for her to leave all that glass laying around though. There's some metal sticking out of here. Well, all things aside, today I'm looking good as well. Was that necessary, game? You're kidding me. In this day and age, a girl can't even just compliment herself. So she is a girl. I was half expecting that she was a guy, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't comment. A wash basin. It's halfway full, or half empty, depending on how you want to think about it. Except, why in the world would you keep standing water like this? It's not really my place to judge people's habits. Huh? Smells like hydrogen peroxide? But why is the water warm? If my guess is right, then someone poured this out to clean the blood stain out there. But you'd want to use cold water, and wouldn't mix it with the water. Whoever did this clearly doesn't know what to do. I feel like I'm forgetting something very important. Oh, doesn't this mean someone else might have been in the room, trying to clean up the blood after Irie died? There's been no report of any cleaner other than me showing up. So what could it have been? There's something here. It looks like part of a diary entry. Full diary is probably around here. Enough to create a page. There we go. And I can't read it until I get the diary. A pile of dirty laundry. The smell of perfume is really strong. I really don't want to. I really don't want to. There might be clues in there, Luca. This is above my pay grade. It's really not. You're in a maid uniform. What are you talking about? This is normal for maids. Fine. Just some dirty laundry. This one has bloodstains on it. Judging from the way the pattern's dried, this definitely wasn't their blood. It's likely that someone else's blood got splattered on this person's shirt. Let's take a look at the tag. This brand, if I'm remembering correctly, it's a pretty high-end men's shirt. I've seen this label before when I've done laundry for Caden, but this one hasn't been washed properly. Just look at all those leftover stains. I bet whoever owns this shirt has no problem throwing away money like water. In this day and age, think of how many times you can visit a cafe with all that. But now let's put this back on the pile. I'll get Caden to run some tests on it later. There's something here. Looks like part of a diary entry. Okay. No, absolutely not. No way I'm going through dirty laundry again. There's nothing there. You know, a bath would be really nice around right now if I wasn't in a dead person's house, and if I wasn't getting killed for stupid reasons. Half expected to die there. Today I'm looking absolutely terrible, horrid even. So it's alright if I say that? Okay. Well, we do have, I'm just going to keep checking around. A bulletin board. It's full of different notes and reminders. Daily wake-up time, 5:30 a.m. Dear God, no thank you. Just thinking about waking up that early is making me tired already. There's something here. The rest of the schedule is really packed as well. Exercise warm-ups, read paper, vocal exercises, interview preparation, flexibility stretches, snack break, writing assignment, dance practice, run errands, call agencies, draft contracts, pitch concepts, meeting with vocal coaches, studio work, meeting, miscellaneous errands, film sessions, composition meeting, fitness lessons, vocal training again, pack boxes. Is this a to-do list? Well, at least it doesn't say anywhere that she meant to do it all at once. Okay. It's a rack full of dresses. Given the style and crazy amounts of frills, they're probably stage outfits. A cup, but I'm not sure what's in it. I'm not going to drink someone else's drink. There's a lot of drawers here. Most are empty, but there's something down there. Score, this'll be useful. An alarm clock. It's set to ring at 3 o'clock. If I remember correctly, Irie likes to wake up at 5:30. So why is the alarm set to 3? Well, maybe if you're trying to wake up from a nap? 2 to 3 in the afternoon is a nice time slot for it after all. Nice and cozy with the sunlight streaming in. That's it, I'm taking time off tomorrow to plan an afternoon nap. When I finally make it to tomorrow. It's a rack full of dresses. Given the style and crazy amount of frills, they're probably stage outfits. Is this supposed to be a nurse outfit? Weird taste. Oh, it's a stage costume. If you look closely at it, you can see a lot of damage on the dress. Nothing too eye-catching, but the usual wear and tear that happens over time. It's been carefully stitched back together. A lot of the shiny beads are also messily sewn in by hand. Of course, from far away, no one would be able to see a drop stitch here or there. But for whoever worked on it, it must have taken ages to get it to come together. But I still think the nurse concept is a little odd. What would you say on stage anyways? Welcome everyone to the show, who's here to be healed? Oh, I get it now. Looks like a pile of trash, but there's some pretty important documents mixed in. Dropout confirmation letters, bills of debt. I can kind of imagine what she was probably going through. There are some letters buried under all the bills. They're really worn down. I guess Irie reads these often. Geez, important documents shouldn't be scattered around below your bed. Taking a closer look, I can't tell who they're from. No stamps on any of these, so I guess they're hand-delivered? Fan mail? That would make sense for an idol. Even if you're unpopular, you should have at least 1 or 2 fans out there. That's 1 or 2 whole people that are cheering you on. Though that's not really sustainable as a career option. Now that I'm holding these in my hands, I'm getting pretty curious. Opening someone else's mail is technically a crime, but that's only if it hasn't already been opened. Oh, I'm definitely snooping. A very cute, very pink letter, like everything in this room. Let's see what it says. It feels serene to know that you're reading this letter with me in mind. To have you by my side, to keep you in my mind. I hope this feeling stays forever and ever. I don't know about the future, but I know about now. I want to love you with everything that I have. You give me joy, you give me warmth. I love you. My idol, my songbird. A clean white letter. Dear Irie, you're my sparkling inspiration and joy. When I heard you wrote your own songs, I was so excited and stayed up all night to get tickets to your show. I will keep cheering you on forever. There's a number of letters like this, all in the same white envelope. Looks like whoever wrote these went to Irie's shows pretty frequently. They suddenly stop around this time last year. This one isn't technically opened, but I've come this far anyway, so might as well. Irie, here's the invitation to the end of year party. I'm sure you know what I want in return for giving this to you. Don't upset me, Emil. I don't like this guy. There's something here. It looks like part of a diary entry, blah blah blah. Okay. I haven't found her diary yet. I feel like I shouldn't pry into someone's diary, but... Oh, I found the diary. Diaries are meant to be read, right? Sorry, Irie, I'll make it up to you by cleaning your house real nice. Here's the first entry of Irie's diary. December 8th. Dear diary, I'm finally going to sign the deal. I've been working so hard, it feels like my efforts are finally being rewarded. I'm still really scared that everything is going to fall apart. I can't deny I need him in my life, or rather I need his connections. Is this about Emil, maybe? Just as he needs my music. There's no love in this relationship of ours, I'm well aware of it, but playing this game of cat and mouse, I'm scared that I'll be on the losing end. It's gone on for so long, I knew it was a bad idea to do it in the first place, but it was the only way I thought I'd be able to make a future for myself. I want to make music, not be some lifeless doll paraded around on his arm. So before things get any more dangerous for me, I'm going to take action first. Just what in the world was she plotting? That's the end of this entry. Here's the rest of her diary. I think he's trying to come after me, or more specifically my music. I don't know what he's planning exactly, but I'm sure I can figure it out. He sends everything to my place and uses it like storage anyways. It shouldn't be too difficult to do some digging without him realizing. Even if I figure out what he's planning, I'm really scared of following through. But what other choice do I have? He'll kill me otherwise. That's the end of her diary. It's a page from the diary. Oh, okay. I have the surge protector for the phone. Let's save. Did I check this? Ah, the room temperature is supposed to be pretty warm, but I've been feeling pretty chilly since I got here, to the point where I was glad I wore long sleeves today. But then again, they do say the ghosts can lower room temperatures by a few degrees. Being haunted is pretty hard. So much glass. Judging from the impact, someone was definitely trying to break into it. Irie would know where the key is. Who else could have done it? Well, in any case, let's see what she was trying to hide. A guide to soul ties? Materials, candles, blood, an object to bind your soul to? Isn't this the same thing that newspaper ad was showing off? Aren't these items in the box right next to me? Did Irie... First things first, let's get more information on what this thing is. What is a soul tie? A soul tie lets you keep your loved ones close to you long past their departure. I'm already getting a bad feeling. By placing them in a small item, you can talk to them anytime and anywhere. Okay, I'm seriously getting a bad feeling about this. However, it'll only work when your loved ones have just passed, as that is the prime time when the soul is separated from the body. soul will stay with you forever, with nothing separating the two of you. Then the question is, who tied down who to this room? The view is pretty nice out here. Wait, is that a cat outside? Meow meow meow! Oh, it's gone. Okay. Oh no, let's get this thing fixed before I even try touching it. Plug it in here, plug this in there. Phone works again. Hopefully. One new message. December 9, 2:34 p.m. Hey babe, it's me, Emil. We haven't talked in a while. You can't just leave me hanging like this. Not after everything I've done for you. Please, just talk to me. You can't treat me like this, or else you'll really regret it. You better make the right choice. I'll come see you. Is it just me, or did he sound really tense? From the sound of it, this guy only spells a pain in the ass for Irie. Who should I call? Boss? This should be the right number. Why does this guy even have a phone if he never picks up? Forget it. I don't think he'll pick up even if I try calling again. Oh. I'm not sure if I should even call this guy, but better than nothing, right? Wait, Sumin, it's me. Luca? What's the sudden call for? Well, you can say that I'm currently sharing space with a spiritual entity of a being that is most likely deceased. You're haunted? Yes. And you're calling because... As someone who can see ghosts, you have more experience with this kind of stuff than I do. And to add, this one keeps trying to kill me. No need to let him know I already died. Were you raised in a church? Just spray some holy water on it. I don't have any. I'm here for a cleaning job, not an exorcism. In that case, you'll need to get rid of whatever's connecting the ghost to you. Usually it's because of regrets and last wishes. So basically I just have to keep looking around. You're a smart girl. Besides, you'll probably be able to see something, if not the full thing. We're related after all. Well, thanks, I guess. If you're really grateful, tell Caden to stop calling me. Sure, once he finally picks up my calls. Well, looks like I should keep looking around. Oh, I'll check the priest. I hope the call goes through. Oh. Jacob De Silva speaking? It's me. Luca, why the sudden call? And why from this number? Long story, I'll tell you later, but I need your advice on something. To get to the point, I keep dying and I think it's because I'm haunted. What? What do you mean keep dying? You know, stuck in a time loop. Again. Oh, I see, like that time one. Yes, like that again. Well, since ghosts can't directly interact with the world we inhabit, they have to find ways to circumvent this, such as possession or a closed loop. I feel like I got myself dragged into another lecture, but I can't even complain about it because I do need it. Luca? Yes, still listening. I see. Well, this makes me think the entire entity in question is keeping you trapped because it needs something from you. Have you tried asking it what it wants? Oh, so now I have to talk to it. You don't have to, necessarily. We don't even know if it's capable of speech. Either way, an attempt might advance your effort in freeing yourself. While you may not be able to hear the spirit, it may very well be able to hear you. You don't have any quick tips on getting rid of it, do you? Try to keep an open mind. Look around you and think about what you would do if you were a vengeful ghost. and you only had a clueless maid as your way of getting out. I, for one, wouldn't be killing people. Huh, but you're still alive, aren't you? You can do this, Luca. I'll pray for you, and I'll expect to see you later. Good night. Looks like I have no choice but to keep looking around. Alright, I don't know, I think I've found everything? Alright, aside from the obvious time loop death trap I'm stuck in, it's clear things are different from how the news is showing it all to be. Irie definitely had a large impact to her head, causing bloodstains on the floor. While it doesn't rule out the fact that it could have happened after her death, all the chairs were still upright, all still tucked in neatly, so she couldn't have hung herself. This lines up with the fact that there's a bloodstained shirt in the bathroom. I have a good feeling that it doesn't belong to Irie, as meticulous as she is. She wasn't alone when she died. If anything, she probably could have been saved. The soul tie guide in the cabinet, someone was definitely planning on doing something with that. Binding a soul to an object. Thinking about the possibility gives me the creeps. Though if you think about it, it's really not that different from the situation I'm in right now. I'm still missing some pieces of the puzzle. I should take another look around and come back when I have more information. The bedroom has a lot of stuff in it. It'll be worth taking a look. This is getting old real fast. Hey, aren't you tired of haunting me? I'm just an innocent girl. Come on and let me go free, won't you? As if that would work. I should just get back to looking around. I was pretty sure I searched everything in the bedroom. Only one way to find out. That was gross. Really gross. Why is everything spinning? Okay, thought. Okay, thought. The hydrogen chlorine or whatever it was in the sink in the bathroom was put in the nasty health drinks and fed to her to make her more easy to kill. But she didn't end up drinking it because we just drank it. And she got into an altercation with Emil and he bashed her head in or pushed her, shoved her, whatever, and she hit her head and he decided to let her die. And then used a soul bind to bind her soul to a mirror, maybe? Or her diary? Something like that. Yeah. That drink was spiked. You really can't trust anything nowadays. Not even drinks in your own home. But they didn't say she died from poison. There's something suspicious about the whole thing. I should take another look at it when I can. How many times has it been already? 5, 6 times? What is it that I'm missing? There's got to be something they want from me to keep killing me like this. But what? I think I've learned everything that I need to learn. I should go back and check the bulletin board in the living room. Well, no, you said to check the drink again, so I'm going to check the drink again. Nope, that's not the drink. Well, now that I know something weird added in here, it was really bitter. Then again, I have to admit that I have quite the sweet tooth. But that was still way too bitter to be any kind of regular coffee. The only question is why? Come to think of it, it tastes somewhat like that sports drink in the kitchen. Though I'm pretty sure those drinks don't kill you once you drink them. But it does make it difficult to differentiate between the poison drink and that sports drink. Someone who's been drinking those sports drinks semi-frequently wouldn't realize that this cup is spiked. Not until they had a few sips at least. Come to think of it, it has a similar smell to the pesticide. Okay, there was the pesticide as well. That was sprayed on their houseplant. It's not enough to kill if you only have a small sip of it, but it will make you dizzy. There's no reason for Irie to spike her own drink. The only logical conclusion is that someone else did this to her. This plant is dying, droopy leaves, the small bottle of pesticide. It's really bitter. It smells like the cup in Irie's room. I should take another look at it. I don't need to. We've got this sorted. Alright, aside from the obvious time-loop death trap I'm stuck in, it's clear things are different from how the news was saying. The cup in her bedroom, it was definitely spiked with pesticide. And seeing how much was in that cup, it's likely that Irie didn't drink much. At best, it would only be a few sips. Probably only enough to make someone dizzy or unsteady on their feet. Irie definitely had a large impact to her head, causing the bloodstains on the floor. While it doesn't rule out the fact that it could have happened after her death, all the chairs were still upright, all still tucked in neatly, so she couldn't have hung herself. If anything, it could have happened right after she had a drink in her room. Dizzy and unsteady on her feet, it's entirely possible that she could have slipped and hit her head against the table. But as for why they ruled it as a suicide by hanging, someone was definitely lying. This lines up with the fact that there's a blood-stained shirt in the bathroom. I have a good feeling that it doesn't belong to Irie, as meticulous as she is. She wasn't alone when she died. If anything, she probably could have been saved. The soul tie guide in the cabinet. Someone was definitely planning on doing something with that. Binding the soul to an object. Thinking about the possibility gives me the creeps. Though if you think about it, it's really not that different from the situation I'm in right now. Looks like I found everything there is to note down. That sounded like it came from the mirror. I should go take a look. It doesn't look like anything has changed. Oh, why is the mirror suddenly... Can hear... Oh no. Oh no. I do not want to be talking to whoever or whatever's been killing me. I don't get a choice, do I? Alright, speak your poison. And for the love of God, stop killing me. Well, I had a feeling. Irie, it's you, right? Caught up in whatever soul time is. And now stuck in this mirror, trying to get me to fulfill whatever last desire it is so you can escape from limbo. It might be a little late, but it's nice to meet you at last. Are you able to talk at all? Yes, it's becoming clearer. In that case, what do you want from me? How blunt. How blunt. Isn't it better to get straight to the point instead of going around... isn't it better to get straight to the point instead of going around in circles? Or should I say, loops? You should have gotten the gist of everything by now. What happened to me, how I died, and who did it. Emil, wasn't it? Yes. I don't want him to take my music. Please, stop him. You... Who are you? What are you doing here? No one's supposed to be in here. Actually, I was contracted for a job to clean the place. So I am legally supposed to be here, bucko. This is my sanctuary. Not some place for trespassers like you to parade with your grimy hands. Huh? Oh, looks like he wasn't the one who called for cleaning. Then who gave this job to Caden? But more importantly, who does he think he is, accusing of having grimy hands? Me? You're not going to say anything? You little thief, how dare you? Ha! I've got you now, you little rat. 1 in a million. Oh, flub that one. Well, now I know he's going to come in and start running around. Better grab something useful. That microphone stand seems weighty enough. You. Not this again. Who? Who are you? What are you doing here? No one's supposed to be in here. This is my sanctuary, not some place for trespassers. So noisy. Irie, we're going to have to talk about your taste later, because it sucks. What? You're ignoring me? You're like everyone else, looking down on me, ignoring me. Yikes, he's already after me. This time I'm going to get a head start. Who do you... Hold up, what do you think you're doing with that? Let's talk this through, like civilized people. After everything you've done, now you're trying to pull the victim card? Looks like it's time to take out the trash. Oh no. Could you at least turn these off so I don't hit them? Like, have a switch turn them off at this point. Good riddance. Irie? Thank you. Nothing much to thank me for. It was kill or be killed for me, just like it was for you. At the very least, your name will get cleared. If I can, ask for one last favor? I can't make any guarantees, but I'll at least hear you out. It won't be difficult. I already put you through much worse. Can you mail a letter for me? A letter? Yes, my last song. It's hidden behind the mirror. Emil cared too much about how he looked to ever think of looking behind a mirror. There's no changing the fact that I've died. I've come to terms with it now, but at the very least, I want to be remembered as an artist. Sure, that's pretty easy. Then I guess this is goodbye. I wish I could have met you sooner. It was fun seeing someone put up with all my selfishness. But maybe we were only ever fated to meet like this. I'm sorry, and thank you. She's gone. I should look for that letter. She said it was behind the mirror? It should be somewhere around here. Here it is. I'll tuck it away for safekeeping. It's all over, isn't it? A phone? Looks like it's coming from Emil. It should be somewhere around here. This number is... Hey! Haha, Luca, is that you? Seeing that you've picked up, I bet you're taking care of that guy too, huh? Why are you saying it like that? Caden? I thought you'd be a little more excited hearing my voice. I knew you'd do a good job. Wait, are you telling me you sent me here knowing this would happen? Don't say it like that. You know how busy I've been these days. Just needed to run a couple of extra hands to help keep things running, you see? Oh yes, and that consists of letting me walk into a death loop. You're alive right now, aren't you? All's well that ends well. A little tip that there might have been some little supernatural activity there. Who else would I send but a cute maid to clean up the mess? Okay, but know that I'm telling on you about how awful my boss is to me, and how I never get paid enough, and how I have to work overtime, and that I have to do this laundry from time to time, and now I have to dispose of bodies. Multiple? There will be multiple once I catch you, sir. Shit. Wait. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, alright? I got a reputation to think about. What reputation? I'll make it up to you. 50% more? Come on, Luca. What about double? Okay, done. Time and a half, girl. Get you some double time and a half. And put a nice word for me with... That costs extra. No discounts for your boss? I'm technically freelancing. Oh, okay, fine. How's the body? You make it sound like I killed him. He's knocked out. Send someone over to collect it. Roger that. Huh? Why does it feel like I'm the one getting bossed around? Don't think too much about it. I'm going home now. Feels like I've been here forever. Alright, I'll have someone pick you up soon. Good work today as well. Oh, I have one more errand to run, so you can take your time. Well, there goes Irie's song. Whatever happens to it is beyond me, but I've done what I can. Death, huh? I wonder what happens when you finally cross that threshold. When you close your eyes and don't open them up to another chance at life. My time loops, so maybe we won't ever meet again. But maybe one day, when that day comes, I wonder if I'll be able to greet the end with open arms. I know what dying feels like, but I don't actually know what death is. At the very least, I don't plan on dying again anytime soon. And hopefully I won't have to experience death for a while. Oh, looks like my ride's here. The dead stay dead and the living must continue to live. Well, I wonder which category I fall into. That's for another day when I walk through death's door. The end. Alright, that was a nice little game. I enjoyed that. I always like a bit of a murder mystery. I'm a fan of the genre, and that was cute. Yeah. It fit nicely within the time frame too. Just a nice solid experience. Okay. Listen round, children. As Liberty tells you about event gaming. This is a perfect example of an event game that hits right. Okay? Oops, sorry. When you are making an event game, or a game for an event, you want a few things. You want to cover the theme of the event. Especially if it gives you more points than any other thing, right? Like this one, 30 points for the theme of the event. You want to cater to that theme. If you want the points and chance to win, cater to the theme. So many games have not catered to the theme. Right, just cater to the theme. And then polish everything up. Even if you get like two other aspects polished up. You go for the big points and then you polish up the other categories and try and do as well as you can in those, okay? This is specifically just for event games, okay? Especially ones that have criteria and let you know ahead how the scoring is going to be, which they did in this. So, cater to the theme, make it shorter than the time, right? Make it shorter than the time. So if they say you've got 2 hours, and a game that goes for 2 hours, you want to make it about an hour and a half, because they might get lost. Something might happen and they won't see the end of your game. So you want to comfortably fit it into the time frame that you have, so that in the case that they look everywhere, search everything and get a little bit lost, they still have a little buffer of time before the end of the time, right? So if they fuck up on something or mess up on something, the judge will be able to still see the end of your game. That's what you want. Ideally, you want them to be able to see the full experience. So you don't aim for an hour, you aim for 40 minutes. Or half an hour. You make it compact. You make sure that it tells what needs telling. And make it memorable in some way. So even if it's something simple, as long as you push on that and make that the central focus, that will resonate more with the judges than if you try to do like 20 different things at once. Some people, you know what? Some people are fine with making 20 different things at once because they're just experimenting and using the event as an excuse to just get their game out there with eyes on it. And that's fine. But if you're actually wanting to win an event like this, you have to focus on this kind of thing. You want to make a shorter experience that's within the time range, that is well polished, well put together, has a central theme that is focused and focuses on the main theme that the event has, if it has a theme. You want to get as much polish in as you can, so I highly recommend finishing the game within like a week of the deadline if possible. If the deadline's not like a week, then yeah, but if you've got like 2 months, you finish within a week's end and then go through replay. Get some people, friends, to play it too, and note down everything. Do some playtesting. You got to get that playtesting done. Notice anything that's weird or wacky, and then playtest it. Playtest it as though you are the... okay, so here's how you do a playtest for yourself. Firstly, start to finish 5 times. Just going through it as you normally would, as the developer. Well, a couple of times, right? Start to finish. Then, you want to go through it as a completely new person, checking everything. Now, as a developer, because you know your game best, you're just going to fly through it. You're not going to check every single corner of every single thing, because you know that, oh yeah, I've got to hit this point, and this point. Right? I've got to go from the forest to the shop, sell the items there, go to the doctor and give him the medicine that I bought at the shop, and then go to the patient and deliver the medicine that the doctor mixed up. Right? You know the steps that you need to follow. Your player doesn't. Your player's going to go to explore the town, talk to everybody, then they're going to go to the forest and they'll get lost a little bit. And then they'll go to town, and they might forget that they've got to need to talk to the doctor, so they'll just talk to everybody and look around, and then finally stumble on the doctor and be like, oh right, I needed to get some things from the forest. So they'll go back to the forest, get the things that they needed, come back to the doctor, and then they'll be like, oh, and now we've got to find the person that we have to give this medicine to. Where were they again? So, you know, they might get lost along the way. They might take a break from your game. They might get to the doctor and go, oh, I need to do some stuff IRL, and then come back a week later and be like, where was I in this? Judges aren't going to do that, but you know, players will. So you've got to try and think about, okay, so if they take a break, is it apparent where they're supposed to go? Does the doctor themselves tell you, oh, Janie lives on the lane with the red house? And then you go to Janie, right? So you've got to baby-proof it a little bit. You don't have to hold hands specifically, but you can give it some direction. If you're using systems that are not default to the program you're using, like say you've added a custom menu system in RPG Maker that is highly detailed and shit, or you've added like a different targeting system or something like that, explain it. Even if you've got like a book in a glossary or something in your menu that just explains it, like a tutorial or something. It doesn't need to be an actual tutorial. It can just be like a page in a book that just says, hey, if you press this button then this happens and you can do this to do this. As long as there's something in the game to explain the new system and introduce that early. Like, even if it's something as simple as that, because the player will load into your game and they'll start interacting with things. So you want to put anything that you can interact with there, right, front and center. So if they go into a room, the first room, and then they see a book there and they interact with it, and then they pick up, this is a tutorial for how to use X system. They'll be like, oh, okay, so I can interact with books and I got a tutorial from it. I can read this later when I encounter X system, right? And if you've got treasures hidden in items, have them within the first map or two so that the player will know to search those things. Anything that you have set out as a planned way of interacting with the world for the player, have them set up very early on so that the player knows that they can search bookcases to find things, that they can read books that are set out on the table, that they can run under bridges, you know. And if there's new systems, like, I'm talking like things like general gameplay systems, like, chests, you only find items in chests, so you don't put anything else in the bookshelves and stuff like that. Otherwise, the players are going to be looking in every bookshelf, you know? But if you teach them that early on, there's nothing in bookshelves, they're not going to look. So if you put an item later on in a bookshelf, they're not going to look for it, they're not going to find it, you know? Because you've taught them, don't look in bookshelves, there's nothing there. If you teach them that every piece of furniture in a house has a descriptor, they're going to try and talk to every piece of furniture in every house every now and again. Like, maybe they'll skip a few, but they'll be like, oh, what's this cool thing? Yeah, no descriptive text. Why not? The rest of the game had descriptive text. You know, Keep it consistent. Alright, there's just some general thoughts on how to. This game did a really good job with it. This game did a really good job with making a game that was short, had a concise experience that didn't get distracted from the main cause and plot, and was just a fun little experience that focused around a single thought. So yeah, good job, dev. If you want to play this game for yourself, check the link in the description below. Go there, give the dev some love, maybe check out some of their other work. It sounds like this is going to be the first in a series. I might have to keep an eye on the dev myself, honestly. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I will catch you next time. Until then, stay safe, be happy. I can't remember what else I say. Bye!